I have a few things at the top. If your parents have ever told you, I like to have a few things at the top. And then I'll start taking questions, okay? All right. I think there's some, oh great, there's some chocolate. If you are allergic to chocolate, please do not eat the chocolate. And ask your parents first if you can eat the chocolate. Okay, great. All right, here we go, folks. So President Biden is so excited to welcome approximately, I think, about 600 kids, including children of staff, children of reporters, to take your child to work day at the White House. This White House is full of parents, guardians, grandparents, uncles, aunts, and many more who serve our nation each day. We know that your parents work really hard, and that can mean late nights and sometimes weekends away from all of you. But we are grateful to you for sharing your parents with us. So thank you for doing that. And we are thrilled to partner with WHCA to welcome the children of the White House Press Corps to the briefing room. And later today, our young reporters, which is all of you, will have the opportunity to see their parents in action on the South Lawn. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, so you'll have a good time there. But first, I have a few fun facts for some of you guys. If you want to hear, here we go. Did you know that it took 8 years and 19 days to build the White House? Did you guys know that? No. It's pretty fun. Oh, well, look at that. What's your name, sir?
Timo Betta. For Timothy.
Okay. All right, Timothy, you are correct. It took about 8 years and 19 days. The White House is a very big place. It is all-consuming and very, very big. It has 132 rooms, 35 bathrooms, so each one of you can have a bathroom if you choose. Lots of space to play and hide and seek from your mom and dad. Oh, okay, we got to take her up here. All right, maybe I'll go play with you too. Hide from your mom and dad's. Okay, it also has a bowling alley, a movie theater, a tennis court, a putting green, and a swimming pool. All of these things exist at the White House here, and there's even a swimming pool underneath us right now. There's a swimming pool. Did you know that?
There's a swimming pool, but I didn't know there was a bowling alley, a movie theater, or a putting.
Now you know. We only give you the facts here. Ask your parents.
I knew there was a swimming pool.
Did you? Do you know that you guys are actually sitting on top of a swimming pool? It's pretty cool.
Is it a swimming pool?
There's a swimming pool right underneath your feet. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, and now some breaking news, because I know you young reporters love breaking news about the president. So his favorite ice cream is Graeter's. How do you Graeter's? I don't eat ice cream. Don't. Shh. I know. Chocolate chip, and he loves a good pair of sunglasses. Have you guys seen the president wear sunglasses? Yeah. He looks pretty good in aviators. You might see him with sunglasses out today. Okay. So how many of you have a favorite teacher? Oh, that's what happened. Not everybody. Everybody should raise their hand. What's going on? Now, a little bit, somewhat. All right, I hope your teacher's not watching right now. Just kidding, just joking. So I have a favorite teacher. Who do you think my favorite teacher is?
Jill Biden.
Oh my gosh! Right on! Dr. Jill Biden is my favorite teacher. Not only is she the First Lady of the United States, but she's also a teacher. And she has spent most of her life teaching in schools and is the first lady to ever hold another job outside of the White House. That's pretty cool. Good for her. But the most important thing to know is that they have 2 pets. I was told there would be some pets up. I guess it's going to come up pretty soon. Willow, which is the cat. And Willow's actually pretty tiny. I remember the first time I saw her, I was like, wow, this is a tiny cat. I think this might be an old picture. I feel there's an old picture of Commander, but he's huge, and I don't know. You might see there might be a Commander sighting, but huge, but super lovely and wonderful. And with that, I will take questions. Oh, okay. Here we go. Can you say who you are and your name and all of the things, whatever you want to share?
Hi, I'm Layla Madhani. I'm 12 years old. Thank you for having us here.
Okay.
Now that most college athletes are allowed to profit off their name, image, and likeness, male athletes are often valued based on talent, while female athletes are judged based on appearance. Does the president have any concerns about how the NCAA's NIL rules are being implemented?
Wow, I was not expecting that one. What's your name again?
Layla Madhani.
That's a very good question. How old are you, Layla?
12.
12. Or do you play sports?
Yeah.
What do you play?
Soccer.
Soccer. Is that something that you want to take all the way, like to college, beyond? All right. Well, I'm sure you're an excellent soccer player. What position do you play? Defense. So, to your question, look, we try not to get into what's decided by other companies or other organizations, but clearly we do support making sure that young women and women more broadly are treated fairly and equally. So we do support equal pay. We have something that this this White House has talked about and has pushed for, and certainly lifts up and wants to make sure that women are treated and seen equally as men. And I think that's really important to see it as you grow older, and you'll see how life is. And how much people before you have had to fight, women before you have had to fight to make sure that their voices are heard. And so that is something that the president supports, that is something that Dr. Biden supports, that is something that the VP and the second gentleman here at the administration, and we're going to continue to speak to making sure that women, young women are especially treated equally, and especially as it comes to pay. But again, want to be really careful on how the NCAA decides and what their rules are. Don't want to speak directly to that, but it is an issue that we watch very closely. All right. Sir, what's your name?
Noah.
Hi, Noah. How old are you?
12.
12. The 12-year-olds are taking over the front.
We've been talking a lot about AI at our school, and I'm wondering if President Biden is worried about audio or video of himself being altered in a harmful way.
So, this has come up a couple times in the briefing. I don't know if you pay attention or watch the briefings, Noah. And the president recently held a meeting with his team on AI specifically, and this is something that his team is certainly taking a look at. We're doing a comprehensive review to see, what are the harms and what are the steps that we can take to really deal with an issue that's growing. As you just mentioned, there are videos out there that alter the president and others, especially as we're going into this next year and a half. So again, he has concern. He has actually kind of commented on it from, I think, once or twice specifically. And look, we think it's up to certainly the companies to be responsible on how their technology is being used, and they should be held accountable. We're going to continue to do a comprehensive review to look at what is it that we can do from here. But this is a very good question because it's certainly on the minds of many Americans, and AI is taking more and more space out there. All right, I'm going to go to the back. Young man with the red tie.
My name is Luke Martinez. I'm 12.
Another 12-year-old. My goodness.
I'm in 6th grade. My question is, what is the president's position on gun violence relating to children, and what is he doing about it?
That's a really good question, and I know I have an 8-year-old, soon to be 9-year-old, and it's something that is hard to have a conversation with all of you when you think about gun violence and what you might be seeing as well. And I know your parents probably are very concerned as well. Look, the president is taking gun violence very seriously in our communities all across the country. This is something that he wants to make sure that you all are safe, our communities are safe. And over the last 2 years, he has signed what we call executive orders, and there are actions that the president can take from here to try to see what we can do to stop the violence, to stem the violence just a little bit. And there's more work to be done, so we're trying to get Congress to put forth legislation. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but like a bill, how a bill becomes a law. I'm sure you guys have heard that great song on "A Bill Becomes a Law." And so we're asking members of Congress to take additional action so we can keep everybody safe. We can keep, Americans across the country and families across the country safe. So this is a serious issue for this administration. We're going to continue to work very, 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 very hard to make sure that we are all safe when it comes to gun violence. Go ahead, young man.
My name is Benjamin and I'm 8 feet. What's the furthest place the president has traveled to in his private limousine?
What's the furthest place that he's traveled in his limousine? And we also call it the Beast. Isn't that a cool name? It looks like a beast. That was a good question. I don't know. I know that we have been in a motorcade, which is when the president travels. And when he's driving, there's usually a long line of cars, and the Beast, and there's a lead car that looks like the Beast, it leads the way of the motorcade, and then you'll see police officers on motorcycles, and so you ever see that, and there's shining lights, and it's very, very loud. I'm not sure if you've seen the motorcade through your neighborhoods or through your school, just driving through the school, and so I know recently, I forget where we were, and I think we were in the motorcade certainly for more than an hour. That might have been the longest that we've done motorcades, is more than an hour. And I don't remember, I'm trying to think. I know when we were in Ireland, there was a long motorcade. But that's a very good question. I would have to look at the data to see how long of a motorcade that we were in and where we were going exactly. But the motorcades are really fast. They go very fast. They're a lot of fun. And sometimes there are people who are waving or not waving at us, and we get to see folks who are excited to see the president in their town or in their city. So it's a fun thing to do. And your parents probably can tell you all about motorcades, but it's a good question. You actually stumped me. I don't know how long we've been in the motorcade. For a long time, probably too long. All right, I'm going to see. Okay, go ahead.
Does the president want DC to be a state?
Yes, that's an easy one. He certainly does.
Okay. Does the president play any sports?
Well, he talks about playing football when he was younger. He played football then, I believe, in high school. So he talks about that often. No sports currently, because he's really, really busy running the country. So I don't have a sport to give you that the president plays at this time.
One last question. Who's the president?
That's 3 questions, sir. What is your name, sir?
Nico.
Nico?
My full name's Nico's Manuel Ordonez. I like to go by Nico.
That's a great, fun name, Nico. How old are you?
8.
Okay, my daughter's 8. It's a great age.
Who's the president's favorite soccer player?
Oh my gosh. Gotta be careful with that one. I don't know. He's had the women's soccer team here, and I know he loved them and enjoyed meeting the women's soccer team, but I don't know if he has a favorite. Do you have a favorite?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite?
Argentina, if you go to World Cup, and then PSG.
All right. And do you play, Nico, do you play soccer?
Yeah.
What position do you play?
I haven't got a real position, so I play everything.
That's pretty cool. I know nothing about soccer. I was just asking. But that's great. Okay, I'm going to come back to the front. What's your name, sir?
My name is Matthew Ryan Anderson. My age is 7. My question is, what is the U.S. sending to Ukraine?
Oh my goodness, that's a good question. So we have, for the past year, we have been one of the leading countries, the U.S., in sending Ukraine security assistance, whether it's ammunition, whatever is needed for them to fight this war that they're dealing with in Ukraine. And so we have been leading on that also economic assistance and humanitarian assistance. And what we're seeing in Ukraine are the Ukrainian people really fighting very bravely. And so we are incredibly proud of them. And there's equipment like HIMARS, I mentioned ammunitions. There's a whole long list of assistance that we have sent them, and that will continue to do that. And so what we want the American people to know, people like you, and also the Ukrainian people, and also our European allies and partners, just around our allies and partners around the world, is that we are going to stand with the people of Ukraine. But that's a very good question.
How long does President Biden want to do this?
You know, as long as it takes. We don't know. We don't have a time on when the war is going to end. We always say the war can end today, easily, if Russia decides to move on out and stop the war that they started, this aggression that they started. But it is up to, I mean, seriously, Russia can end this today. So that's what we normally say, and that's what we believe. All right, thank you for your question. That was a very foreign policy, right to it question. Hello.
My name is Harper, and I'm 10 years old. My question is Joe Biden a fan of Harry Potter? If so, what?
Oh my goodness, that's a good question. I'm a fan of Harry Potter.
I'm also.
Do you guys read the books?
I don't know.
Oh, you read all? Did you read it with your parents, or one of your parents? Yeah. Really, that's impressive. Okay. What is your favorite? What's the favorite thing that you like about Harry Potter, or person, or character? Yeah. Have you seen the movies?
Yes.
Okay.
But the books are better than the movies.
That's what everybody tends to say. That makes sense. They are. They tend to be. That's a good question. I do not know. I would have to ask the president, but that's a really good question. I think that is an important one for all of us to know. All right. Well, thanks for your question. Hello, sir.
What inspired the shape of the
Oh my gosh. History questions. I do not know. We're going to have to go and Google that one. But I remember hearing this story a while back, but I'm sure we could just Google it and get a sense of that. Do you have another question that's related to the president or the first lady or the administration? How old are you?
9.
9. And what is that, 4th grade, 5th grade?
4th grade.
That's cool. My daughter's 8, and she's going to be going to the 4th grade. So it'll be looking, you have to tell me how it's like in the 4th grade so I can tell her. All right, we're going to keep going. Go ahead.
My name is Amelia, and my question is...
What's your name?
Amelia, and I'm 7 years old.
I think I know who your dad is. Yeah, I could see the resemblance.
My question is, what is his favorite color?
His favorite color? I actually don't know. I'm not sure what where President's favorite color is. Could be blue, could be green, red, white, and blue. Maybe I'll go with that.
My other question is, what is his favorite dinner food?
Oh, so there's a few that I know of. He likes spaghetti, which is pretty cool. I love spaghetti too, like spaghetti with red sauce. And so that's one of his favorite meals. So.
And my last question is,
for you? Yeah.
will we see
this tracks.
when will children get to meet the president?
So you'll have an opportunity in a little bit where the president's going to be, you guys are going to go to the South Lawn, which is right there. Right outside of these doors, essentially, and you'll line up, and there's about 600 other kids, 600 kids total here, and so you'll have an opportunity to see the President of the United States. I bet you he'll have his aviators on, because it's kind of sunny outside. Maybe. Is it still sunny? Oh, it's kind of getting gray. So yeah. All right, well, thank you for your question. Are you in 1st grade?
Yes.
All right, that's a good grade, too. All right. Okay.
My name is Riley, and do you think the president will ever make us wear masks again?
I hope not. I hope not. So, look, we're in a different place than we were, as you guys all know. COVID, I mean, you guys are at the age where you had to deal with COVID pretty personally, right? I mean, some of you probably started school and had to wear masks. And so the president's working very hard every day to make sure that You know, we do everything that we can to fight COVID. So that I can promise you. That I can promise you. And now we're all in this room not wearing masks, which is great. Which is great. Okay, I'm going to go to the back, way in the back, the young lady with the pink. Yes.
What do you guys plan to do?
What's your name?
Oh, Hannah.
Okay. How old are you, Hannah?
I'm 10.
Okay.
What do you guys plan to do if COVID hits here again?
We're going to make sure that that doesn't happen. We're going to do everything that we can to make sure that doesn't happen. We really, since the president walked into the office, into the presidency, he's done everything that he can through the administration to make sure we had vaccines so that folks can have vaccines and protect themselves against COVID. We made sure there were enough masks so folks could have masks, so if they needed to wear them to protect themselves against COVID. So we are taking every step to make sure that we're still in the pandemic, but continue to be in a different place and put COVID behind us. So we're continuing to take those steps. I can promise you, this is a president that's very serious about keeping all of you healthy and making sure you all stay in school, making sure that you all are able to learn in a very fun but educational environment. That is something that the president is committed to. That I can promise you. All right, the young lady next to you.
Hi, my name is Clara Felici.
What's your name?
Clara.
Clara.
And
Hi.
I'm 9 years old, and my question is, what does Joe Biden think of women's rights?
Oh my gosh, he is for women's rights. He is a president and an administration that's going to fight for women's rights every single day. So that is for sure. And he has a record to prove that as well. Oh my gosh, so many hands. Young man, right here, yeah. Who doesn't have a favorite teacher? I remember that.
If the United States gets eliminated from the next World Cup, what team will Joe Biden support?
Sports question. Oh Lord, help me. Oh goodness. As we like to say, we don't go into hypotheticals from here. But it's a very good question. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but very good. What's your name?
Henry.
Henry? How old are you, Henry?
10.
10. Fifth grade? Yes. All right. Well, thanks for the question. All right. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I love your tie. Oh, can I see your outfit? Can I see it? Oh my goodness. How cute. What's your name? Jane? Hazel Jane. That is a great name, Hazel Jane. How old are you? You're one of the youngest in here.
I'm 6.
You're 6. Is that kindergarten, first grade?
First grade.
First grade. Okay. What's your question, Hazel Jane?
My question is, does Joe Biden like art?
He loves art. Matter of fact, he has art. In his private office, I know he has art either hanging around or on his desk, because a lot of kids have given him art, and he loves it. He appreciates it.
Does Jill Biden like art?
She loves art as well. As a teacher, she loves seeing creativity, and so yes, indeed, that's an easy one. But thank you, Hazel Jane.
Maybe one more from Davis right here.
From who?
Davis.
I don't know who Davis is. Oh, young Davis. Hi. I love your shirt.
I'm Davis. I'm in 4th grade in Oak Street Elementary. My question is, lots of people in my school are worried about climate change. Is the government doing enough to deal with climate change?
So this is a president that has taken historic actions against fighting climate change. This is something that the president sees as a priority in his administration, and has taken a lot of actions, a few actions, some legislative actions, some policy actions, some decisions to really make sure that we're dealing with climate change in a way that when you guys get older and have families and kids, so that we are looking out for all of you and protecting the environment for all of you. We're doing everything that we can to deal with an issue that's going to affect us for some time. And so, again, this president is committed to climate change, has taken really some steps that have never been taken before, and so that's such a good question. And I think You know, I think if that is an issue that you're so really passionate about, you should continue to ask those questions and continue to be a voice for it, because I'm telling you, that is something, as you know, it's going to be with us for some time, and if we don't take it seriously, you know, we want to be on our planet still. We want our planet to continue to be healthy. All right. Okay. All right. Young reporters. Thank you. Thank you for your great questions. And you guys were so great. Thank you so much.
And if anyone else has questions, you can come back and talk to us.
Can you guys come every day? Why don't you guys come every day?
If you didn't get your question answered.
If you get your question, yeah.
I would definitely come back here.
Yeah. Who needs school? Just come right in every day.
I'll be on the TV.
Can we
Am I on TV?
No,
Are you on TV? I don't believe you're on TV. No, right? Let's do it. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
That's so cool.
Am I?
all the time.
Questions are really good.
Walk away with the microphone.
Yeah, don't walk away.
I'll give you a candy later. I'm not gonna eat it.
Hi. What's your name?
We're going to put a couple people in the front.
Can you see these guys? Maybe we can.
Here, come over here.
You're in between.
Right here, come over here.
You're in between. These are the little guys up
You're
here.
going to come in here.
Hey, down in front. Everybody down in front.
Professional photographer here.
Okay, all right, we're about to go. Okay, everybody look at Tom. He's right there.
Who are we looking at?
Tom,
Oh, Tom in the back. Okay. Hi, Tom.
Everybody look at Tom.
All right, ready on 1, 2, 3. Say cheese.
Cheese.
Here we go. All right. Thank you.
All right. Sit down.
Can we do a silly photo?
A silly photo. There's a request for a silly photo.
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Wait, do you guys have your silly faces ready?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks, guys. Woo! Good job, everybody. Yeah.
Here.